Now is the time to buy the dip for the stock market. In this video, I want to go in-depth technical and psychological analysis for the overall market, the S&P 500 and the QQQ to keep you guys prepared on what to expect and what levels to watch for. I'll also be going over some very nice setups that I'm watching. I'm watching a monthly swing 2 to 3 months out on Apple, just a regular call, so I'll be going over that, as well as some incredibly nice A+ setup on shares. I'm talking about a 80%, 70%, and it is not too late to enter in with a very nice stop loss. I will also be going over another play on GM, which is similar to the Roblox play. So going over shares play, options play, and overall the stock market to keep you guys prepared. Subscribe with notifications on. Make sure to leave a like, and if you guys do want the Master Trader Academy, where you guys can get a full-on educational content and a full-on trading course, you guys can sign up with the join button on the channel. So let's get started. Make sure to also follow me on Twitter. And let's get started. So one thing to keep in mind is that we had a pretty healthy correction the past month. So last week has been brutal. Past week, the week before, it's been pretty brutal. We're down 4.6%, and there definitely has been a lot of panic, especially with a massive head and shoulder on the daily time frame. But overall, we're taking a look at the bigger picture. We're taking a look at the yearly chart. This looks like a healthy correction. In the long run, you know, we kind of always go up consistently as long as if the economy and the companies are doing well. But then we have these healthy pullbacks that we come across, and during these pullbacks, that is where we can accumulate some positions and really buy the dip. And the question remains is this the dip? Is this the bottom for the S&P 500 on the daily time frame? Taking a look at the 5-year chart, again, we consistently just go up in the long run, and then we have these small pullbacks, and then usually these recessions or these bigger downturns to the market, which we bounced off a lot previously, and now we are approaching all-time highs, and the question remains, is this the bottom on the daily time frame? And that is where we have to take a look at the SPY chart. So I have to go over a lot in this video. We have a lot to go over. We're talking about the daily setup, we're talking about this head and shoulder, and comparing it to a previous head and shoulder. So we previously also kind of had a bigger head and shoulder on SPY. We're taking a look at this trend line. So taking a look at the overall market, let's take a look at the weekly time frame. I have this nice new trend line that I've planned out on the weekly time frame. So as you can see, we have this trend line that I've drawn on TradingView. Now again, if you guys want to learn full-on technical analysis and charting, you guys can do that with the join button on Market Master Academy. So taking a look at the weekly time frame, we have this nice channel for the SPY. So let's draw another line over here. This is where we want to be buying in calls for the market, where we keep bouncing, and then we have this level of resistance for the SPY. So this is going to be a crucial and important level psychologically. So this is where we are bullish, where we have come back down to a level of support where we are feeling comfortable for the SPY. So taking a look at the SPY, as long as if we are holding this level of support, we are bullish. Okay, you have to keep this in mind for next week and for the rest of the month and October. We need to hold this level of support. We have this very nice looking channel, and we have a great opportunity to buy the dip. Again, we have these correction phases where the market doesn't always go up. In the long run, we always go up, but we have these healthy pullbacks that we can buy the dip on. So this to me looks like a healthy pullback. Now my concern with this is we had this head and shoulder. We just need to hold this level of support, but we had this head and shoulder, we broke this all the way to the downside, and then we hit a level of support. But if we take a look at really our previous SPY chart, we could see that we had a pretty massive head and shoulder. Now obviously this head and shoulder is a lot bigger, so it had a massive bigger effect, but that is just something that I'm watching. Okay, I'm watching this head and shoulder. We did break that head and shoulder, and we did fill that gap down below. So if we go to SPY, we completed that mission of being bearish, where we broke that head and shoulder and it filled a gap down, and then we found a comfortable level of support. So this to me is signaling a very bullish. I am personally bullish, and I have a bullish bias on the market. My only concern is the news, which I'll be going over in a later video. So the SPY technical analysis looks A+. We have a nice setup. Let's take a look at the RSI. The RSI is looking good. RSI is a indicator that tells us if a stock is overbought or oversold. I did make a video on it on the Master Trader Academy. So the RSI looks good, and the technical analysis looks good. And then let's take a look at the volume. So we do have some very nice increasing volume over here, but nothing too crazy. Typically what I like to see for volume is if we have a nice level of volume at the level of support, that means that we have a lot of attention to the stocks. For example, here we can see that when we hit this level of support, we had a massive spike in volume. What volume tells us is that there is a huge buying up in this stock. A lot of people are buying this stock and right here. So this level, nothing too crazy with the volume, but still a very nice confirmation for the SPY. So the volume looks good, the RSI looks good, and the technical analysis looks good. But how do we make money? So we can straight up buy shares. You could buy options, December expirations. December expirations are good because with Christmas and the holidays, typically the market is bullish on December and all of that. But taking a look at the SPY, my price target is 445. This is going to be our level of resistance. This is the level that I'm watching, which is going to be our price target. Now, let's go over our first play. I'm going to skip over QQQ. Really the same thing, just like SPY. Looks good. But let's go over Apple. This is going to be my play for options. So I've talked a lot about Apple the previous days and the past 2 weeks. And I'm taking a look at the weekly time frame. I had a comment on yesterday's video regarding the stop loss for Apple. I did not enter in Apple yet, but I'm basing this play off the weekly time frame. So the weekly candles, it doesn't matter how we close on the daily time frame. So tomorrow is Friday, and the candle closes tomorrow for this weekly time frame, and I wanted to close right above this level of support. So we talked about Apple having this nice level of support, and I want to grab December expiration. One thing that I want to keep you guys reminded about is December. December is coming up. Typically, historically, the market has been really bullish in December because of Christmas and the holidays, and a lot of sales and more revenue and sales for the companies, and just overall, greater stuff for the economy and more spending during Christmas. So taking a look at Apple, we have a nice weekly level of support, and on a daily, we just need to hold this level of support. I also like Apple stock, and not only that, we're going to have a tight stop loss and a December expiration for Apple. Now, I want to go over Roblox, a shares play that I have already entered in. So on Twitter, I did alert a play on Roblox. So right here, I did get in Roblox shares, which I alerted on Twitter. So I bought 25 shares of Roblox at $27, up a little bit on it. But we're taking a look at Roblox. We made a video on it. Incredible setup. I just love the setup. I'm excited for it. Tomorrow or the next day, I'm going to drop a video on the top stocks that I'm watching in for October. I got a lot of great setups for October. I'm talking about long-term shares plays as well as options and leaps. Roblox looks great. A+ setups. Very cheap shares, no options, no theta, and the risk to reward is amazing. This is a solid A+ setup. We're talking about potentially a 80% gain. Okay, I want to sell in right around $50 for a 82% gain for Roblox. So if you have not entered in Roblox, it's kind of getting late. Okay, you have to enter in now because we are starting to bounce off of this level of support, and we have made a double bottom for Roblox. So we have a double bottom for Roblox, and we also have some higher volume accumulating here. And the RSI looks perfect. So Roblox, not too late to get in yet. Now I'm watching GM. So I was actually looking at the news, and I was looking at this setup, which has just like Roblox, looks just like Roblox. The risk to reward, you can't make as much as Roblox though, only around 30%, but that's still a lot for GM. But we're taking a look at GM. Let's take a look at the bigger time frame. We can see that GM likes to consolidate a lot. I mean, take a look at here. GM has been really consolidating for a whole decade. So I'm taking a look at GM, General Motors, for shares play just like Roblox. You can also do options on it or leaps. I'll take a look at potentially some call debit spreads. So overall, hope you guys enjoyed this video. A lot of great setups. Tomorrow I'll be dropping a full-on video on the top stocks that I'm watching for this October. Subscribe with notifications on. Make sure to leave a like, and see you guys later. Take care. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Tomorrow is Friday, but yeah, take care.